Fighters, it's the day after Christmas, and I have a question for you. Did Santa slide his fat ass down your chimney and jam some fucking coal down your throat this year? I've had those years, and I know this time of year, guys, this video, I'm going to speak from my heart here for you because I know a lot of you were in a situation that I was in year after year after year after year. Now, listen, I'm not going to try to sell you any fucking thing in this video. I'm just going to speak to you, and I'm going to share some free resources that we have for you in the fight so that you do not repeat this year if Santa wasn't very good to you and your family. You know, I know Christmas can often feel like a really stressful time. There's a lot of pressure. You're scrambling to do things for your family, scrambling to come up with the money for the year-end stuff in the business and your tax bill and all this other garbage. And it's often what's supposed to be a joyful time of year is often the most stressful time of year. And I remember feeling that pain many, many times of falling short for my family. You know, and nothing stings worse than looking at your bank account in December knowing and realizing that you can't provide the type of experience that maybe you planned on giving your family, okay? The one that they deserve. You know, you're busting your ass all year, and then you come up short. And it, you know, for me, it was one of those things that I just couldn't figure it out. It was like a gut punch every year. Like, I can't work any harder than I'm working. In fact, shit, I've told the story here before. I got a phone call from a guy named Bill at 7 o'clock a.m. on Christmas morning, bitching about his stain color. All right. Not only was Bill a fucking loser for calling me then, I was a bigger loser because I answered the phone. All right. And wrecked the day. All right. But I did that because my bank account was small. Bill owed me money. I had this project to fix, and I was making all these decisions and reacting based in fear instead of from a point of confidence and strength. And that's just one quick example that I could go on and on and on about how I hosed my family over during the holidays. And if I didn't hose them over with, like, you know, there was never a year where I didn't buy gifts for the kids, and we always did what we needed to do, but we went into debt every damn year to do it. So I was going into personal debt, I was going into business debt, and then it seemed like we'd finish the year and it'd take to like end of May, middle of June of the next year to pay off all the debt and then have a few months left to stack some profit going into the slow season once again. And it was this never-ending hamster wheel where it's like I work half the year to get out of fucking debt. Which, by the way, side note, did you know that the average American works about 5 months a year just to pay their taxes? That's kind of jacked up too. So it's not just about the gifts. It's not just about the money. It's about feeling like you've let them down. Let them down, you know, with what you want to buy them, the experience that you want to provide, but also being present. I had such a hard time being present during the holidays for probably the first 10 years of me being a business owner because I just hadn't figured it out. I'm working hard and I felt like I could never take any time off. I could never take my foot off the gas. And it wasn't good for anybody in the family. Okay. And then you add on, I'd see other people going on vacations. They'd take their fucking family to, like, you know, Tahiti or some shit. And, you know, 20 family members are going. And I'm like, these guys are just living the dream, right? Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes in their life and how much fucking debt they have and shit. But you get my point here is like then we start comparing, like, and I feel like I'm walking around. I got this big L on my forehead here. Like I'm just this big loser that can't provide for my family over and over. And it was stressful. It was a struggle. And I want to help you never repeat that again going forward. This doesn't have to be your reality. Okay? This doesn't have to be your forever normal, as I call it. You can change it, but it starts with owning up to the fact that you have a problem in the way that you're choosing to show up between your ears and in your actions and your disciplines and your habits. Because whatever Christmas you had this year, it is the result of those things. How you think, how you act. It's that simple. And those are things that we have control over. You have control over. And once I finally decided to take control of what I'm thinking, take control of my actions and be consistent with those actions that are healthy, and moving in the right direction, that's when it started to turn around. Okay? Listen, like I said, December is brutal for a lot of business owners. You got the tax prep, you got the last minute bills and the payroll. You're trying to close out the year strong, and the financial pressure builds, and then it feels like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul just to get through the month. Maybe you're one of those guys that wakes up every morning and you pull out your phone, and the first thing you do every morning is you check your bank app, right? And you're like, do we have any money today? Do we have any money today? How much money got taken out? All right. Did any checks bounce? Did my credit card get denied for something? All right. What I have seen, what I've experienced in my own life, what I've seen in the lives of the tens of thousands of people we've helped through the years in the contractor fight, is if you're stuck in this cycle year after year after year, like you're bleeding cash in your business, and when Christmas rolls around, you don't have enough left. Guys, this is not just a December problem. Okay. This is how you run your business, and the decisions you make and the choices you make and the mindset you have and the actions that you take and the habits that you build or don't build. That's the problem. And so it's time for you to get your financial house in order so that next year isn't like this year if it wasn't what you wanted. Now, I've helped tens of thousands of business owners go from scraping by to having more than enough. All right. Not just during the holidays, but year round, and they can still run a profitable business, be present for their families. I've helped so many people do this. And next year can be different if you start planning right now. If you start building the budget, prioritize putting some money away. All right. You have to be disciplined with this stuff. If you're not disciplined with this, nothing is ever going to change. I have said over and over and over, I believe the number one thing that holds a contractor business owner back from greater success in their life and in their business is their personal discipline. Not everything could be an equal priority. All right. One of the number one rules we have here in the contractor fight is don't fuck with the money. All right. Like it or not, the money is the money. You need money to run a business, you need money to pay your mortgage and buy braces for your kids and to hopefully sock some money away so if shit hits the fan, you're not panicking. All right, money is just part of the world that we live in. So get over yourself and unfuck your money mindset. Stop messing with the money. Guys, the fight starts right now. If 2024, the time I'm recording this, if 2024 Christmas wasn't what you wanted, it's not just a Christmas thing. I can promise you that. Now, earlier I said I want to share some resources with you guys because I don't want you to ever have the feeling that you had this year, ever again. You got to consume the right stuff. There's books. Okay, if you don't have my book, grab my book, Winning the Contractor Fight. Okay, pay shipping and handling, you get it free. It's in the link. Okay, just check out the notes. It's in the link there, or go to thecontractorfight.com and a thing will pop up, or there's something there that says the book. You'll figure it out. All right. You got our YouTube channel, Contractor Fight TV. We have over 1,400 videos. This is free content. Our podcast, we're pretty close to, if not over 1,000 podcast episodes on the Contractor Fight podcast. We have our free Facebook group with over 18,000 contractors. Guys, the resources are there. Now, I know many of you are already taking part in some of these things, and you're still not winning. And the reason you're still not winning is because you're a consumer instead of an implementer. And those that win, those that get out of these unhealthy patterns, they implement the shit that they're consuming. So if you're doing more consuming than implementing, fix that shit. That's step one. So I want to end this by saying 2024 is closing out here in a few days. It is time to plant your flag and make a commitment to yourself that you will never, never, never again be in this situation where your confidence is at all-time low and you're not coming through the way that you know you need to come through for the people that you love the most. So hit the links below and change your future. One real quick tool I want to give you and leave you with, I gave you a bunch of resources, but one that you can grab right now, help you make money on your next job, because you got to make more money, is go to thecontractorfight.com/50 and grab our cheat sheet to make sure you're bidding your projects properly, because if you don't bid them right, you ain't going to finish them right. I appreciate you. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Boxing Day. I hear that's a thing. Right, Roz? See, Roz is in the room. She says there's Boxing Day. All right. Whatever it is for you, whatever you celebrate, wish you all the best. Thanks so much for being part of the fight. And grab that cheat sheet that we have for you. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out.